What's up, everybody? It's your friend Isaac from Big Bike BMX. And today we have a special edition of the podcast. And we're doing a special edition video of the podcast so that you can check out the newest drops from our favorite glove company, Crushed BMX. Look at that. We have our own signature gloves. Craig, what do you think about that?
Dude, I think it's super dope. It's even better that you have the gloves on with your jersey, whereas I just have the gloves on. Throw them up again, Isaac. You got to show everyone how they just pop with that jersey.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna move the mic a little bit and then hope the camera stays on me. Okay, there you go.
Dude, that was cool, man. You definitely have like a career in like hand modeling and also voguing / posing for apparel.
Check out my dab. Ready? Dab.
Don't just stand there.
He dabbed.
To it.
You can tell he has teenage children.
Yeah, I got 13-year-olds, so I can dab, I can floss. Yeah, you name it. So anyway, you guys, Big Bike BMX signature edition glove from Crushed BMX. Now we are lucky. Craig, introduce our guest tonight because we are lucky to have the people behind Crush BMX with us tonight to talk about.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
release.
And we are lucky to have them here tonight. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, you guys, we're already promoting the gloves. You can see what we're doing tonight. And tonight we have our special guests with us, the people that are behind the scenes with Crush BMX. We have the chief brand manager, Kat, and her husband, Mikey P. Welcome to the show, you guys.
What up? How's it going?
Awesome, man. We are so stoked to have you here. I think it's going to be a really good show tonight because a lot of exciting things have been happening this week in bike life in general. But one of the biggest things that really kicked off the week was the fact that Crush BMX dropped the long anticipated, the long awaited merch, and I should say not just merch, but glove drop for Crush BMX. So congratulations, you guys. I mean, it's a lot of excitement, a lot of news. Why don't we just start this whole thing off by you guys giving us a little introduction to the new line, and let's just go from there.
So we came out with 11 gloves. Was it 11? 12 gloves. There you go. That's why he's here. Just kidding. 12 gloves. More than half of them are signature gloves. All of our riders, we have 15 team riders. All of them will be coming out with their own signature glove over the next few months. For the initial launch, we had about, I want to say 6 or 7 signature gloves, including some collabs by Damian Fulton, who is the artist who created Radical Rick. We have some shirts, some hats, hoodies. We have a bunch of cool stuff and more coming over the next few weeks. And we're just really excited that this is finally coming to fruition. We've been working on it forever, since September. And I wanted to point out just really quickly that Crushed BMX is a sister company to CrushedMX. We have different websites. Our website is CrushedBmx.com. The difference between us and CrushedMX is we focus on BMX and that we don't do pre-orders. So everything on the site is in stock and it ships really quickly. My nickname should be Amazon Prime, because if you placed an order since Sunday, it is in the mail.
You guys are doing great on that. I mean, I think our gloves got shipped out on like Saturday from LA, and I got mine Monday in Phoenix. So, I mean, they're going quick. People are posting up pictures of the I think I've been tagged a couple times today with people posting up pictures of their Big Bike BMX gloves. And it's cool. It's people are really responding to them. And I think it's a really positive thing because of there's a couple reasons. I think the fact it's a separate company, and you are able to kind of dictate like, hey, we're not going to do pre-orders. If you don't see it, we don't have it. And that's, if it's there, yes, it's there. You don't have to message like, yep, it's going to go out, as soon as possible, and you'll get it quick. We're not waiting for shipments anymore. That's pretty rad by itself. now tell me, is this the exact same design as the MX gloves that I've purchased in the past?
No, so all of the BMX gloves now have touchscreen sensitive thumbs. And actually every order after this first batch we got also has a branded wrist strap that's going to be coming out. And we're playing around with some different design ideas. So we'll always have, this is like the classic glove, but we're going to get some other styles in the near future.
That's awesome. And then also something new for the BMX line that I noticed is the sizing.
Mhm.
We have, whereas the moto gloves just had the standard, like what, small, medium, large, extra large, right?
We have 2X all the way down to toddler sizes. And we're exploring the idea of going into 3X because I'll go on some rides and then I'll have someone yell at me like, why don't you have size 3X? And I'm like, who the hell wears size 3X?
They're like 7-foot dudes.
It's like Paul Bunyan. Like, so
big old bikes.
yeah, we gotta, we might offer very limited quantities and some larger sizes like that. But yeah, we do have an extended size range. So we'll see how that goes.
I get it, dude. I get it all the time. People are like every merch drop that I have, every single merch drop, people are like, you gonna get the big boy sizes? I'm like, bro, you know how much that cost me? I self-fund my t-shirts, you guys. So like
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like I'm a 2X dude, like I'm knocking on that door, but man, I'm just talking out of pure financials. Like it's expensive for me to get like 3, 4, any of that. And dude, like the minute I get t-shirts in a 3XL, man, they're sold out in like 10 minutes,
Oh, so
which for me, it's crazy.
yeah, I think it's something that we should explore. We'll
Yeah.
try. It's hard.
Hey, you know what? You guys are learning as you go, and I think that's fantastic. So how many gloves can you show us tonight? Like, I want to see all the gloves. I want to see, like, let's start with the signature gloves,
Okay.
and then let's quickly after that move into the just like the standard line, I guess is what you call them, the unaffiliated, because
Yeah.
I love those gloves. I love them.
I do too, man. They're dope.
Yeah.
So we have, like Mikey was saying, there's 12 gloves on the site right now. We have at least that coming with our second round. That's hopefully going to drop in May. It will. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be mid or end of May, but so we'll have at least 24 different designs in general. But for now, these are the gloves that we got. And the first glove here is the Baby D-Blocks glove. I don't know if you could, oh yeah, my virtual background's gone, so you can see it now.
Yeah, keep talking when you're holding up the glove and just describe it and it'll stand you.
So this is the Baby D-Blocks glove. Most of the riders, they have final say on their glove. So they'll send us a logo, or if they don't have a logo, they'll just give us a pretty good idea of what they want. And I give them final say on what the design is. So this was Baby D-Blocks' glove. He wanted some like spray paint, and this was his logo, the Start 'em Young. We've got one of my favorites. I shouldn't say that. They're all my favorites. Just kidding. So this is Zach Lewis's glove. This is one of my favorites. I think, Zach, I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but he's a graphic designer in his day job. So he pumped these out really quick, and I thought they were just so cool. Can you guys see this? I love the palm. These are just
definitely show the palms on these, because each one, they're all going to have obviously different designs on the top, but on the palms as well. And let me add something, Isaac. Let me tell you something about these gloves before Kat shows her next pair. If you guys check out when Kat and Mikey are showing these gloves off, because on the fingertips or on the fingers, usually on your lever fingers, there's like a vinyl graphic design on here. And Isaac, have you noticed, like when you're gripping your lever, like when you're riding a wheelie, if that graphic design catches on that lever, or not catches, but it grips, dude, is such a good feeling that it's not like some gloves have a very like velvety palm where that slips or something, especially if it gets sweaty. With these, dude, what I really like about the construction of these gloves is that graphic there really holds that brake lever without slipping off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
dude, I'm
telling
telling
Kat
you
that the other day.
I love them. And it was funny because like when I was showing my daughter, so I bought Crush gloves and unboxed them before like almost a year and a half ago, you guys. And
Mhm.
so I remember showing Taryn the gloves, and I was doing the same thing you're doing, Craig. I'm like, yeah, it's like this print. It's real sticky. And she goes, it's trampoline park sock print, Dad. It's like what they put on trampoline park socks.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, dude, it totally is. Okay, so it's trampoline park. If you have kids or you've been to a trampoline park and you had to buy those special trampoline grippy socks with basically those like rubber grippy soles, that's what this
Yep.
is. Okay. Great addition there, Craig. All right, so next up, Zach's, I don't
You
know.
saw
I'd say
Zach.
that they're okay. I'll say they're okay.
I like him.
You're right.
Zach,
You're
I
right.
love him, dude.
They're okay, Zach. No, dude, they're bomb. Look at, I mean, Jesus.
So
Okay, no,
cool.
go ahead. Go ahead.
The
I'm
next
kidding.
one is One Way Rye. When he designed this glove, he asked for, well, when I designed this glove and he told me what he wanted, he asked for French fry gloves. So these are just so adorable. And like the writing on the inside says his name in ketchup. So these are just so cute. I love these for the kids. Hood Rich, of course. Hood Rich has been rocking Crush gloves forever. You know who else has? Vegas Pedal Blocks. Kyle. I love that they have been using these gloves before we ever got involved. That says a lot to me. These are so sick. And of course, he had to use the SE blue if we're allowed to do that. They should copyright that blue. And so they have his logo across the top. These are
Can
really
we
cool.
see the Kat? Can we see Hoodrich's palms too?
Oh, yes. Little money bags. These are cute.
Nice.
Do you want to show them these? These are awesome. These are the gloves that started it all.
This whole concept.
This whole concept.
The Pepperoni Bros.
The Pepperoni Bros.
And
We know
it's
who that is.
Yes, we chose signature glove. I think these are so cute. They're like a comic book style, and that's got his silhouette there doing a wheelie in the background. I just love these gloves. We chose such an awesome guy. Like, did you see his photo shoot he did with these with his matching bike? They're just such cool pictures. So we've got those. What other? Do we have any other rider gloves? Okay, so that's it for the team rider signature gloves. But like I said, we have some collabs that are not team riders, just one-time fun collabs. We have some coming up. I can share with you. I got his permission today to share with you that we're doing a signature glove for Mike Buff. And I am so excited to show you what that glove looks like because it is freaking awesome. So that will be coming out next month. In addition to that, we have DZ.
The new gloveries right
The
there.
new glovery.
New glovery, dude.
P-Gill with the winning line of the night was ready for it.
You know, his whole catchphrase is
Don't
don't panic. And
Yes, sir.
he wanted these to look like traffic cones. So we added, we did 3 fingers as opposed to like the smaller little, like on your gloves, because he drags and stuff. And we're testing these out to see if maybe these will last longer. If not in the future, maybe we'll try to like double coat them. So we're trying to figure it out as we go, how we can make these last longer for the kids that do drags. But I thought these are really cool. It's a really cool like street glove.
That's probably really helpful for him too, because he runs like a front and a back brake on the same side. You know what I mean? So he's going to have longer lever real estate.
Yeah. So I absolutely adore him. He's awesome. So I was
Great
glad.
guy.
Yeah, we're glad we were able to work with him. And then finally, we have the awesome Radical Rick gloves.
That old
I
school.
love it.
Yes, so these are like mimicked after some old school gloves, as you can see. And
Yeah.
This little Radical Rick guy, Damian Fulton, actually drew this specifically for us. So him and I went back and forth on this design, and I'm just so excited on how this came out. I think it came out really cool. So he just told me this week that he's willing to do more designs with us, maybe even change up the colors. So we'll probably have some more Radical Rick gloves coming out in the next few months.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
How did you guys actually get, I mean, how did the Damian Fulton Crush BMX like relationship start? Because that's pretty interesting and really cool that you have a Radical Rick Crush BMX line of gloves.
So that's a really great question. So Joe Noblocks, our
From
friend Joe No Blocks from Philly.
Joe Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah. He actually just randomly hit him up asking if he, saying you should do a glove with Crushed, and then came to me and said, hey, he's interested in doing a glove. And we're like, sweet. Like, so I'm not sure if Joe knows this, but I sent, and he'll hear this now, I sent a pair of these gloves to Damien, and Damien's signing them and sending them back. And we're going to send those to Joe as a thank you for setting this up for us. So it was kind of cool how that came about.
That is really awesome. And so we also, you guys, if you like any of the gloves that you're looking at or that you've seen, we have discount codes. Everybody on the team has a discount code. It's what, 20% off? Is that right, Kat? It's 20% off on the BMX site. And just enter Big Bike BMX, all lowercase, no spaces, and you will get 20% off. Now, here's the thing. You don't just have to buy our gloves. You can buy anybody's gloves and just use our discount code. So I know I was gonna say, I want you to buy the gloves you like the most, not just because they're ours. Go ahead, Kat.
I have the non-signature gloves to show you, but I also wanted to speak on the signature gloves again one more time. I wanted everyone to know that when you're purchasing a signature glove, you're directly supporting the rider of this glove. All of our riders are compensated for each glove that is sold. So this is a really good way for you to support your favorite rider. So that was the whole intention behind doing signature gloves, is that I felt like there wasn't a whole lot of ways for riders to earn a living in this industry as far as I've seen. I could be wrong, but I felt like this was something that we could do to kind of help support them and while they work towards their dream. So like I said, when you buy a glove, you are directly supporting your favorite rider in probably one of the best ways that you can. And if you can't afford to buy a glove, share it. Someone else on your page may want to support them. So
100%. And it's, I mean, you guys, like, I swear, if I'm out riding and I see someone with this glove, like, I mean, I don't want to say like with every glove purchase comes a sticker and you know what I mean? Like getting mobbed by Isaac if he sees you in person, but like, I'll be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Cause like, it's the fact that we're sitting here and like doing a podcast. Okay. First of all, the fact that we're sitting here doing a podcast blows my mind still. The fact that we're doing it, announcing a signature glove for our podcast blows my mind. The fact that the glove matches our jerseys, like that blows my mind. I'm absolutely humbled by the fact that anybody watches this, listens to my friend and I just nerd out about BMX stuff still. So, use that code, buy your favorite gloves. And it does definitely, like, it supports the podcast and supports those riders. Let's see the other gloves.
I also wanted to let you guys know that for upcoming collabs for Team Riders, we have One Way Jason coming out with a glove. Bike Life Lex has a glove coming out. Damon VW guy, Rosie, Jacob Santos has a glove, as well as his son James. One Way Little Man and Matt Rickard, and Kyle Vegas Pedal Blocks has a glove. I don't think I missed anyone, but if we haven't talked about a glove or shown it to you here, it's because it's in production. It's coming out with our second round of gloves. So we're trying to focus on like limited drops so we can focus all of our attention and make sure everything's perfect and then go on to the next group. So Mikey's going to show you the non-signature gloves.
This first one, the non-signature, is the No Worms model. And this glove is the first glove that Kat actually like designed. This was her first attempt.
This is my audition glove that got me the job with Crushed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks more like not an attempt, but they actually went to production. They look really cool. You know, Isaac, and Kat and Mikey, one of the coolest thing about these gloves is the designs. I mean, they're really cool. They all have everything's different about each glove, but the thing that also really captivates me with them is the construction. I just can't, I mean, my gloves are dirty because I've been riding them, but you guys, I'm telling you this, I've ridden motocross gloves pretty much my whole life, except for when I was younger. Isaac, I wore those cotton freestyle gloves you know, and
Yeah, the
so,
gardening gloves with the dots.
yeah, the gardening gloves, right?
Yeah.
So like to have a pair of gloves that's lightweight and breathable, that's the whole thing. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I ride, I'm kind of sweaty, right? You know, and gloves get wet. They seem like they stretch and then they end up becoming just big wrinkly things of fabric on the end of your hands. These fit so form-fitting and comfortable. They're like a pair of isotoners, dude, that look cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can tell you, the you can watch me unbox. You can watch me unbox the gloves, the Grinch. Like I bought the Grinch and the palm tree gloves well over a year ago, on my channel, and you can watch me wear these gloves. If you just scroll up on Instagram, start at the beginning, you'll see me wearing them, especially in the Phoenix summer. You'll see me wearing them because you can't like the levers get too hot to even touch in the sun here. And up until, I mean, probably my last post for Crush before the gloves came, I'm wearing one of those two pairs of gloves and they're still holding up. So,
Yeah,
I mean, the longevity is there.
I like how Craig mentioned that he was using motocross gloves because that's exactly how this branch of Crush started. The owner, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but Crushed MX is family owned and operated by a family in Nebraska. And they noticed that a lot of BMX bike lifers were using their gloves. And that's kind of how this happened is, you know, long story short, they had us kind of bring them into the bike scene with this sister company, Crushed BMX. And I had some questions on our page asking us, like, how are you guys able to have gloves in stock when Crushed MX is not? And that's a very simple answer. We're doing this on a much smaller scale than what Crushed MX has been doing for the past, 10 years that they've been in business. So they're trying to fulfill orders that they have backlogged from the last year, a much higher quantity than what Mikey and I are doing with the BMX stuff. So we're kind of starting from scratch. So there's no backlog of orders that have to be filled in order for us to get these out.
We're not catching up.
We're not catching up. So and I had more questions about, will we still get our motocross orders now that the BMX has launched? Yes, they are completely separate companies. The motocross gloves are all being fulfilled. They're almost caught up. They should be caught up by next month.
They're two separate inventories.
Two separate inventories, two separate websites. We don't have access to look up your orders. And like I said, Crushed Motocross, they do pre-orders. They won't be doing that much longer. They will also have everything in stock like we do. So just be patient with them. The owner, Rachel, is awesome. She's the one, she personally answers all the DMs. So she'll be more than happy to help you out, but I'm sorry that I cannot look up your order for you. But if you order from us, I can help you in any way that you need.
And by us, they mean Crushed BMX. So
Crushed BMX. That is Mikey and I. So we are separate. We're under the umbrella of Crush, but we are a completely separate company. And I completely get how that might be confusing, but I'm sure with time, it's only been a week, people will see that there's a difference. So they have different styles than us. And like I said, so Mikey will go ahead and show you, in addition to the zombie glove.
Oh, I just wanted to finish this glove. It's got pretty cool detail. Like it's got the little bone sticking out of the fingertips. It's got a little worm on it that says no worms. It's a pretty fun glove. It's one of my favorites. It says brains on the finger on the inside.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, these are dope.
We also have the Hot Cheeto and Taki glove, unofficially Hot Cheeto and Takis. I just thought these would be really fun for the kids, and they have been. We've got the Takis on the left hand, Hot Cheetos on the right hand. They're just little flames on the fingers. I know how much you guys like the finger details, so.
Yeah, my kids would dig that too. They're on a Taki kick right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if kids these days are hip to ET.
They're not.
But that's where we're going with this, with ET.
We've got the Reese's Pieces on the fingers. Yeah.
Do those have the phone thumb pad thing?
Yeah.
So you really can phone home with the.
You get phone home.
We've got Elliot, the bike, ET, the phone, the house. I knew going into this that not everyone's going to get this glove. If you're a child and you don't know what this is, you need to watch ET. That's your homework assignment for this weekend. You need to watch ET.
Yeah, classic 80s movie. You got to see it. Okay. I love that glove.
With BMX.
Yeah, with BMX. And do you have any of the soft goods available to show, or is that?
I do. There's one more glove. We
Oh,
have
okay.
the Keep It 100 glove.
I love that glove.
Yeah,
This
that's
one's
awesome.
so we're definitely going to reorder this one because it was a really good seller.
Yeah.
That's it for the gloves. And I told you guys the other ones that are coming out, the Mike Bluff glove, and then along with about 7 other Team Rider gloves. So we'll post those up when they get here pretty soon.
So
Okay.
here's our first soft good item. I don't know if you can see the foil stamping.
It's hard to see.
It's hard with the light, but it says Crushed MX in gold foil on a maroon. Is that maroon?
Burgundy, maroon, whatever.
Hoodie.
Burgundy maroon. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
pretty cool.
we have our drip logo, Crushed BMX hoodie. He's coming black.
We also have t-shirts with that same
We also
print.
have t-shirts with this exact same print. We have some hats. If you want to grab the hat right there, we could show them. There's a woman's hat that we have. It's like a dad hat that's really trendy right now. I love the way it fits. We've got these in a couple different colors. And then we're waiting on some other shirts. But when you log into our website, Crush BMX, our little mascot is the little skeleton guy with riding my my bike. We have some shirts coming with that logo on it. That's like my favorite logo that we've done. And then of course the bands that
Got a 2-pack.
are just a must. But that's all we've got for now. We've got a lot of stuff coming. But for the initial kind of soft grand opening, that's what we have.
Look, I think what you guys, I mean, everyone out there, I want you to understand this. So Mikey and Kat are running Crush BMX, and the fact that you guys just started this months ago, jumped into it, have, you know, gotten riders on the signature gloves. You also have your general line of gloves that are all super dope. Every one of them is cool. Everyone's a hit. They're all fire. Like, you guys understand that these two are the single 2 people who are, you know, in works with Crush BMX, but really they're the individuals that are getting all of this done. They've seen a business model that, you know, they understand. 1, it's COVID. 2, it's hard to get a design from conception into your mailbox or onto your doorstep. And they've got this policy of what I think is pretty incredible, Isaac. It's like, we will not do pre-orders. Like, if you order it, that's because we have it. And then literally that merchandise is going to be on your doorstep. Because we all watch social media, and Isaac, you see the trends. People are like, you know, I ordered this so long ago. I've ordered this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You know, and seems like there's virtually no consideration of the fact that, hey, everything is slowed down right now. You can't get this, you can't get that. But what you can get because of Mikey and Kat's hard work are these gloves. And I think that's so like commendable of you two to like take that and turn it into something where people, you know, can purchase, click it on the, you know, website, and then boom, it's at their doorstep within several days. I mean, that's unheard of,
Yeah. Craig,
especially during these times, right, Isaac?
Craig, we were talking about it. You know, and Mikey, you might remember this too, dude. Like, and you guys, if in case you're just tuning in now, and maybe your brain is just catching up, Mikey is P-Gill, Kat's 85 Cadillac, right? Okay, so you guys know that. So P-Gill's an if you, I just assume everyone knows this. You're like an old school BMX guy, but I don't know if everyone else knows that. Maybe it's just because we talk, but we'll talk about it another time. But anyway, the reason I'm saying that, you know, when you, oh shit, I forgot what I was going explaining that to Mike.
Were you going to say something about these are, you know, it's
Oh
a
yeah.
couple of
No,
BMX.
I remember it. No. This is what this is. Craig, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because here's what it was. Mikey and Craig, you'll remember this. The ODI grips, the mushroom grips when we were a kid that had the signature, it was like the signature edition. And you could get like RL, Wilkerson, whatever. It was like a mushroom grip, had the signature on the grip. This is like Kat and Mikey have pulled off. This is the first like signature collaboration thing any athlete in big bike has. I mean, you have what like it looks besides D Blocks having a you know, like his Blocks bike. I can't think of anybody that has their own gear.
Well, I'm going to say, Jacob Santos has Santos bars, but there's not many, Isaac. You were totally
Right.
on point with this. So like, this is the first, what I would call like bigger collaboration with riders with a brand that we've seen in bike life.
Yeah.
And that's
It has
what
to be.
I feel silly calling myself a writer because it's just a hobby. Mikey is a writer, but I will say, dare I say, I feel like Crush BMX is rider run. It's for riders by riders. I even include the team in some decisions. You guys are in our group chat. We have a Crush BMX group chat. I run a lot of things by the team because I want them to feel like they have a stake in this. It's not just we're doing this glove and it's about money, money, money. Like this is a family, it's family owned and operated and Crush BMX
influenced.
and influenced. Yeah. So even if you're out there and you have if you have an idea that you think that you can make these gloves better and you want to share that suggestion with us, send me a DM. Like I am totally open to suggestions. We're learning as we go. I think we have a really good solid glove here, but there's always room for improvement. And I would be more than happy to say, you gave me this idea. Here's a pair of gloves as a thank you. Like, this is, it's not, doesn't have to be that serious. Like this is easy and fun and that's why we're doing it. And we will keep doing it as long as it's fun and it's mutually beneficial to the customer and our team and ourselves and our family. So far, so good. We're having a really good time with this. And I hope that we're making the customers happy and we're also doing justice to our team.
Also too, like Kat's really busted her ass
can't cuss.
during this whole process. She has a full-time job, a full 9 to 5 before Crushed anyway. So when that job ends, she also has to take care of 3 kids. And then when there's time, she stays up late, she busts her ass, and I just got to give it up to her for that. She really worked hard on this whole thing and making sure this launch happened.
Thank you. But Mikey's also been like invaluable. Like he was the first day that we launched, he was packing orders. It's actually been like really relaxing when we come to pack orders. We do it at night. We have Netflix on. It's so quiet.
The kids are in bed.
It's like so relaxing. It's like our quiet time. We love it. So it's been fun. Like, I was kind of nervous at first. Like, can we do this? And so far we can. So
yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it. If you buy, like you guys, if you buy a Big Bike BMX like t-shirt or anything but a jersey, the jerseys are made by Potter in Georgia, but anything that like the t-shirts, the hoodies, the gaiters, the socks, I mean, my wife and I make them here literally on the other side of where I'm staring at. Yeah. And so I completely relate, man. We hang out and like basically just process orders and press shirts. It's fun, man. We get the kids in here. So if your shirt is folded wonky, blame my 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So,
and it's funny, yeah. I was talking to Jacob Santos, was it yesterday or the day before? And I was just messing around. We were showing each other like our working spaces and stuff, and they're like identical. And I was laughing. I'm like, we're doing it LJ and Maddie style. And he's like, you mean Jacob and Desi Boo style? I'm like, we're all doing it. Like, we've got these couples who are just getting in there and just running these businesses. And it's just really cool, like to see how this all has transpired. So.
Yeah, 100%. And you guys, thank you for showing us this stuff tonight. Thanks for taking time out and having date night with us.
It's Friday.
You guys, it's a Friday night, so
we don't get Friday.
Yeah, none of us do. So you know what? Thank you for hanging out, spending a little bit of time with us, telling us about these new Crushed BMX. I need to sit in the middle. These new Crushed BMX gloves. Thanks for this opportunity to be part of something bigger than us. I love it, and I love the team that you have is just an absolute class act. All of them are great kids, and I say kids not disrespectfully, but just because you're all younger than I am. No, I'm not saying I'm older. I'm saying I eat dinner before you do. How's that? Right?
And I get couple times a day, people ask how they can get on the Crush BMX team. And right now we can't take anyone else on because I think even 15 is a lot. There's so many talented riders that I
of
wish,
all ages.
oh yeah, that I wish we could have, but we can't at this moment. But the best I can do is if you send us your photos and videos wearing Crush gloves, I have no problem. I'd be more than happy to shout you out on our social media and post you up and kind of direct our followers towards you. So that's what I can do to help right now. And hopefully in the future, we can take more people on. So
yeah, absolutely. Craig, why don't you send us out, buddy?
Yeah, man. Hey, I just want to close this one thing out with a comment to Kat and Mikey. You know, Kat, you just mentioned that it's so much fun and it's so cool doing this, but we want to say thank you again for what you two do, for what you do for the sport, for bike life, putting out a really cool product that, like you said, for riders, by riders, and riders, including yourselves, are loving this. I hope everyone gets a chance to at least have a pair on their hands and give it a try, because you're really going to like these. So let's take this out. Mikey, Kat, thank you so much for showing up tonight. We really enjoyed having Crush BMX on the show. Thanks everyone who showed up and listened tonight to our special edition of Big Bike BMX. We're stoked to have you here. Isaac, got to thank you the most, man. Thanks for showing up again and hanging out and letting me be a part of it again, bro. I truly appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude. I gotta say, hold on, you guys, before I go, I got something. And you got, look, I'm doing this with my gloves on.
how's that going?
I got something special for Craig. Okay. So my outro here, Kat P-Gill, thank you so much for hanging out, obviously. Thanks for all your contributions to bike life beyond just Crushed is amazing, and we appreciate that. You can get these gloves, you guys, at their website, CrushedBMX.com. A beautifully designed site by Mike Buff's daughter, Caitlin Buff.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Yes, Caitlin Buff did our website and she is phenomenal. Thank you so much. It's such a cool site.
It is. She did an amazing job. Caitlin Buff, I'm a big fan of her art and her style, and she designed this Crush BMX website. She designed Mike Buff's website. So it's really cool to see like the way that this is played out. So when you're buying a pair of gloves, Mike Buff, the guy who you probably ride his bike, his daughter made the site. And then if you wait about a month, you can buy a signature glove.
Yeah.
And his daughter designed the site. So I just think that's so rad. Anyway, and then on Instagram, Crushed BMX, use the hashtag if you have some gloves, Crushed BMX, tag them. If you get some of these big bike BMX, did I mention it matches? Did I mention it matches? Okay.
Oh boy.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Show it again.
Okay.
Talk.
Yeah. So you guys, did I mention the jerseys and the gloves match?
Did
right?
you
And then hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I could hardly see them. They were like camouflaged on there, man.
Beard problems. Okay. So anyway, if you get a pair of our gloves or any gloves, use discount code Big Bike BMX, one word, all lowercase, at checkout. And here's the kicker. You don't have to buy our gloves. You can buy anyone's gloves and you can get that discount because that's how cool Kat and Mikey are. So Craig,
yo,
appreciate you doing this, man.
You got it, dude. Appreciate
man. I'll talk to you next week.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Ba-ba-da-bum.
I need that.
That's for you, buddy.